everyone, it's Megan, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I photograph my items for eBay. It's going to be a pretty quick video, pretty short and simple, but I've gotten a lot of requests from you guys to do this video, and I definitely think it could be helpful to improve how your photos look and the quality of your photos and hopefully get more sales from it. So I'll go ahead and get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, as you guys can see right here, I have my mannequin on a dress form, and I try to make sure that I always line up the shoulder seams with the mannequin, because sometimes when you don't, it'll go either too forward or it'll be too high up like this, and that's not really accurate to how it's going to look on the person when they buy it. So I always make sure to have those lined up. As you guys can see over here, I decided to add some clear little thumbtacks just to have easier access to the necklaces that I use often. I have a lot of chokers, some ones that have some crystals on it, ones that'll go with a lot of outfits, and then I also have a clear thumbtack holding up a pant hanger and also a felt thin black hanger because it holds tops really well. And when I hang stuff up, I usually have a little thumbtack. If you guys could see right there, I just put it on that. I stick it right into the wall and it just lays flat when I'm taking the pictures. But I also, like I said, don't really hang up a lot of pieces. Some men's clothing and skirts I'll hang up, but other than that, I don't really use the hanging method because I prefer a dress form. And here's a better full view of how my items are going to look when I take the photos. I just have a few props, as I mentioned in my little tour of my room before. I switch these out quite often with different candles or other different floral arrangements. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I use the eBay app to take my photos. Okay, so now that I'm in the eBay app, I'll go to the draft section and click see all, and this is usually after I've done about 10 to 14 drafts on my computer. And then at the very top, it's the Lauren Conrad top, which is this one, and I just click on it. I click photos, and then I click camera. And when I take my pictures, I usually tilt the camera slightly like this. I just think it looks better in photos, and I make sure it's perfectly lined up, and I'll just click take the photo. And I do this from a couple different angles. It's kind of hard to film it and make sure that it's focused, but that is all I do, and I do about 6 to 7 photos. And I also make sure to always include, obviously, the brand tag and the fabric tag. And also you can click on these photos later and change the lighting, or you can crop them. They have different tools, and I've also been using the crop tool a lot actually lately to make my pictures a little bit more square to show up better for eBay for customers. So when you're done cropping, you're just going to click crop and done, and you're just going to click save when you're done, and then click done again. And I'm not going to click continue and list because I need to take a couple more pictures, but that is basically all I do with taking the pictures through the eBay mobile app, instead of taking pictures through my phone and having to save them and then delete them, and also taking up a lot of memory, because I do not have a lot of memory on my phone and I prefer this method. As far as lighting goes for my photos, I've just been using one light recently. I keep the other one in the garage. It just saves, you know, electricity, and also if one ever goes bad, I have another one, and I'm not using the twice amount of light, and just using one. And I think one works great, and it gives it a more natural lighted look. And I also tilt the light slightly up instead of directly having it shine on the item. Sometimes it can really wash out the colors, especially with black. It can be really tricky, and that's just how I prefer to have my lighting. Also, natural lighting is always nice too, but I always take my pictures at random times of the day and I don't necessarily always have access to daylight. So if you do have daylight, I would take advantage of it, but with these lights, I have them linked in my description box. They work great and I love them. As far as flat lays go, this is basically all I use is my free little rug that I got at TJ Maxx, this bottle, and floral fake flowers that I got at the bins. I don't use this method that often, but I do have a setup ready to go. I just kind of throw it over my bed whenever I need to, which is not often, but that's also a great option if you guys don't have a dress form or, you know, need to save up money to get a dress form. I know I didn't start out with having a dress form. It's not necessary to sell things starting out, so that is what I use for flat lays. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that this will help improve some of your photos, and I do appreciate all the comments that you guys leave on my what sold videos, that you guys really like my photos. It did take me a while to buy all these things, and definitely, like I said before, you don't feel like you have to go get all these things to start selling on eBay. You totally don't. I used to use my fence in my backyard to take my photos when I first started and lug everything outside to take photos in natural light. So this is just what I've built my store up to after selling on eBay for 1.5 years now. And this is just how I want to present my items, and eventually I would like to get a model. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.